We are looking at a physical impossibility. This is a dusty hotel guest register from exactly 25 years ago, yet it bears today's date and the signature of a man named Raghav Sharma. The math here presents an immediate paradox. Raghav is exactly 24 years old. He is holding a document signed a year before he was even born. We are treating this as a forensic investigation into a localized temporal anomaly situated at Hotel Shanti Nevas. To find the source of the glitch, we have to look at the 12 hours leading up to this discovery. A broken car, a violent rainstorm, and a blinking neon sign, the physical entry point to a trap. The check-in process follows a rigid script. Raghav is given the key to room 306, along with a single, absolute mandate from the manager. After 3 a.m., the door must remain closed. No matter what sounds come from the hallway, the lock must stay engaged. Understanding how a young man became a relic of the past requires deconstructing the mechanics of a cognitive trap triggered precisely at 3 a.m. The onset of the anomaly is punctual. At exactly 3 a.m., the environment shifts. A slow, rhythmic knocking begins on the heavy wooden door. The room begins by mimicking the sounds of a child in distress. It is an attempt to trigger a baseline empathetic response in the occupant. When the crying fails to open the door, the room shifts its tactics. It begins to extract memories from Raghav's mind to weaponize his most intimate relationships. This diagram shows the specific vectors of the assault. The anomaly deploys the voices of people located hundreds of miles away, his mother, his best friend, his father, to leverage his sense of duty and love. This auditory pressure is a calculated effort to force a lapse in judgment. The room is searching for a way to make Raghav break the one rule he was given. Room 306 operates as a cognitive filter. It tests the guests' obedience against their deepest emotional vulnerabilities. The room reaches a breaking point when the hallway voice mimics Raghav himself. It insists the real version is actually the one trapped outside. This is accompanied by a sudden environmental shift. The temperature inside the room begins to plummet. This is the moment the anomaly takes hold. The digital clock freezes permanently at 3:03 a.m. For room 306, time has stopped. Next comes an optical paradox. A tall, dark figure appears clearly in the room's mirror, yet when Raghav turns around, the room is empty. The figure has no physical mass in the space. Then the attack stops. Following a violent shaking of the door and a whispered warning, the hallway returns to dead silence. Raghav interprets the silence as a sign that he passed the test. However, when the clock stopped, he was quietly removed from the normal flow of time. At 6 a.m., Raghav heads to the lobby. He confronts the hotel manager about the voices and the terror of the previous night. The manager confirms that these events are cyclical. They happen every year. But he notes that Raghav's experience suggests something has changed. He hands Raghav a piece of physical evidence that connects directly back to the signature in the 25-year-old ledger. It is a photograph from a quarter-century ago. It shows Raghav, wearing the exact modern clothes he has on now, standing in front of the hotel. An inscription on the back explains the mechanics of the hotel. It says that the night the door is challenged, the room selects its new permanent resident. When Raghav drops the photo, the image shifts. His face vanishes from the paper, replaced by the silhouette of a smiling figure standing behind an open door. The photograph functions as a record of integration. Raghav has been absorbed into the room's permanent history. In a localized time loop, the true tragedy is the displacement of the guest. While Raghav remains caught in the moment the clock stopped, a new entity has walked out of the hotel in his place.